mistakes you've made doing retail arbitrage, or if not you, what some of the common mistakes we see people make?
Oh, I've definitely made mistakes.
Me too.
And I've learned from them. So
Lots
this
of
is
them.
why, I have some tidbits of wisdom here. Honestly, I don't know anybody that started this business and that hasn't at some point, oh, wow, I shouldn't have done that. And you learn from
Right.
it, and you learn very quickly to pivot and adjust. But really, when we started doing this, we weren't using the Keepa tool. So there were a
Yes,
lot of
me
things.
either.
We used to just look at, okay, well, Amazon has a ranking system. And so the rank would tell us that it was a really great number. And
Yes.
according to this number, we should send in a whole lot of them because they're going to sell really great. And so there was a few times that we did that with an item and it just sat there, and we've got 10, 15, whatever of some item that's not selling at all. It hasn't even sold one. We're like, what's going on? Well, I'm sure if I looked back at the Keepa tool later, it would have shown me, maybe it was a similar item that was really selling, that it looked like it was that item, or maybe it was something that had only sold that day and it hadn't sold for 6 months before.
Yeah.
So Keepa has saved me from a lot of mistakes that.
Yes.
Just making sure I'm actually sending in the item, and I actually am able to look at the historical information that says, yes, it's sold for about this much. And yes, it's sold often for about that price. So
so even if you make, the cool thing about this business is that even if you make a quote mistake, it's not like, you go home to your spouse and say, I just lost 50 grand on this business. Like it's literally a mistake. Looks like you sent in too many of an item that you should have bought 2 of, or you sent in an item that you never should have bought to begin with. So walk me through that. If I go out and buy something, I'm new, I'm going to make mistakes, and I buy something I shouldn't have, and I bought 5 of them, and they cost me $3 each. Okay, so I got $15 into them. I sent them off to Amazon, and they just sit there. What are my options at that point?
All right, so you have multiple options, and I think everybody finds ones that work better for them. So for us, my first thought, I let it sit there for a little while because, your stuff is not going to sell the day that it gets sent to Amazon. So I let it sit there for a little while. It would be awesome. Ideally, I want it to sell in a month or maybe 2 months, because I don't want it to be sitting there just wasting space and my money not doing anything, just kind of, standing still. So, I let it sit there for a month or so. And then I start thinking, okay, I'm going to have to start lowering the price that I had it. So I'm fine to, break even. I'm fine to even lose a tiny bit. If it's maybe I don't lose the $3, maybe I lose 50 cents or $1 of it. So at some point, if I'm like, it's sitting there, I'm going to try lowering the price after it's sat there for a while and it doesn't look like anything's happening. Maybe I've misread the Keepa charts and I just shouldn't have sent it in. Then I'm going to start marking it down. If that still doesn't sell, you have the option of having your product sent back to you if you'd like. So you can have it sent back. Maybe you can try to sell it somewhere else. You can try to sell it on eBay. Some people will have garage sales, and there's a lot of different places. Worst case scenario, you donate it if you need to, just get rid of it, but there's a lot of different things you can do with the product. And I think, you could probably talk to a dozen people and everybody would tell you, here's my system, or here's what works for me. And it may work differently. We've tried garage sales and we're way out in the sticks and it doesn't work really well. It really doesn't. We tried, but I can do Facebook Marketplace and I can do other things, and I can sell on other platforms, or I can donate it. I've done that a handful of times too.
Something else that you've heard other students of ours that do this too is if it's still within the return window of the store they bought it.
If it's still a new condition and it looks great, you
can take it back to the original store with your receipt and get all your money back. So there's really not all to say on this is that it's just really not a scary business model. Like if you're brand new, never done anything like this before, we can point to so many people that have been able to create a serious business out of this, you guys included. You were able to bring your husband home, and that's amazing off of an e-commerce business. That's crazy. Most people that do this are just dabbling here and there. They'll make a few dollars, but you brought it to the level where you're able to make a full-time income from it. And so that type of business, if we were talking about something like that years ago, it just brings up the idea of you'd have to go into a bank and get a loan and mortgage your house for this. And literally, guys, with this this business model that Honey and I are talking about, and just the mistakes are not usually costly, especially in the beginning when you're buying a few things. Now, when you get up to the level like our friend Jimmy Smith, who might be buying pallets, if he made a mistake on a pallet buy, and well, again, he's got $1,000 wrapped up into the stuff he can't sell very well. So yeah, that's more costly, but still, it's not like, a life altering, I got to go bankrupt type of
And
mistake.
that's how we teach the things we do. We don't say, hey, go buy $5,000 of this product that's
Right.
totally going to sell great at Christmas. We start with find the information that's going to show you that it's customers are already looking for it. All we're doing
Yes.
is providing them what they're already looking for. They are already finding these things on Amazon. I'm not saying, that I really think this is a cool item and I think everybody in the world's going to want it and trying to make them buy it.
Right.
This is such a low entry, low risk thing for you to do that you can just spend a few dollars and you can do the research that says, yes, customers are buying this. And here's about how many they buy every month.
Yeah.
On
Data's giving you that.
Amazon.
You're not making that guess. You're not,
Yes.
you can look on your phone and see for certain it sold
Yes.
approximately this many
Yeah.
times. For certain how many sellers are on the listing.
Yeah.
And for certain the price that it's sold at over a period of time up to up to the life of
As
the
long
product,
as-
correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And so you're not guessing at this. And even if you see it looks good, you're still not clearing the shelf, probably. You're
No.
testing, you're buying a few, send them in. Oh, wow, those sold really quickly. Now let's go buy 10 this time, or maybe you buy 30 at
Yes.
that time. It's up to you and your business, but
Yeah.
you're still
And the more
testing
you do
stuff.
it, the more confident you become in knowing what to even look for and what to buy and what's going to sell really well. You do become more confident. And so,
Yeah.
you may end up doing more, but we teach just start small, test with a handful at a time, see what happens with your products and, selling from where you are, selling from your account, and see how that works, and then send in more.
Hey, Ryan Rieger here. I want to help you get started selling online. The name of the game is finding profitable inventory. The good news is it's literally everywhere. If you go to a store right now, you'll find profitable inventory. You can even use your phone to help you look at some data to determine whether a product will sell or not. And I want to get you my free guide called 3 Steps to Determine if a Product Will Be Profitable. Click the link below to grab the free guide. Gosh. If you like this video, check out the full interview in the link below, or click here for more streams of income content. Fallon, I'm recording a video, buddy. Okay, not yet. I can use you. Okay, want to help me out here?
Hi, yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm okay.
Okay, I can't talk. If you like this video, check out the link below for more for the full interview. Check out the full interview in the link below. If you like this video, down. Oh my gosh. This might actually work really well.